So, super profit method. So, very first, before going further, let's understand the concept of super profit. See what happens, one enterprise invested some amount of capital in a business, okay, and it starts earning money on that, right? So the all similar kind of organizations are termed as industry, okay, that you have studied in your economics, okay. So we see that say for example the amount is the 10 lakh rupees. If 10 lakh rupees is invested in the similar business, then on an average what is the rate of return, means on an average how much earning yearly in percentage can be earned, okay. So that is decided on the basis of the market situations, okay, on the basis of the similar businesses earning, okay. So on an average 1% comes, generally this is given in your question, okay. Say for example on 10 lakh rupees on an average income is 10%, okay, and you started your organization, you also invested the similar amount of money, okay. And if you are earning more than this, say for example you are earning 15%, so means 5% you are earning additional, so this 5% is known as super profit. Understood? Okay, because every business enterprise is earning in the similar business at the rate of 10%, but you are earning 15%, it means this 5% additional is your super profit, okay. So on the basis of that the calculation of the goodwill is done, right? So now if you want to know the definition of super profit, then super profit is the excess of actual profit over normal profit, okay. This is what the definition. Normal profit is achieved by this, by the market rate, okay, on the basis of the similar capital investment, okay. That normal profit is achieved on the basis of the normal rate of return which is given in the question. So then you will compare the actual profit with the normal profit. If the actual profit is higher than the normal profit, then the difference is known as the super profit. Understood? Or if the normal profit is higher than the actual profit, then there is no point of goodwill because your organization is not even earning the normal profit. So on the basis of super profit, goodwill cannot be calculated. Understood this? Now let's talk about it in detail. Very first, let's take the example to understand this concept of super profit like I have explained you in words. Now let's understand this with one example. So this is the example. Total capital employed of one business is 2 lakh and normal rate of return is given in 15%. Net profit for last 3 years is also given, for example 60,000, 72,000 and 84,000, and goodwill to be calculated or valued at 2 years of purchase. Okay, so now what we'll do, very first we'll calculate the average profit. Average profit is means this is the actual profit of the organization. So we'll take the average of that. So the actual average profit is equal to, let's calculate that is 72,000, okay. So this is the actual average profit, fine. Now we'll calculate the normal profit. Capital employed is the 2 lakh, so on 2 lakh at the rate of 15%, how much earning comes out? That is 30,000, right? So every business in the industry is earning 30,000 with this investment, and this our firm is earning 72,000. So definitely it is earning more. So the excess of actual profit over normal profit is known as super profit. So here super profit is equal to 72,000 minus 30,000, that is 42,000. Okay, now we need to calculate the value of goodwill. So how goodwill will be calculated? Goodwill is equal to super profit multiply number of years of purchase, that is 2, right? So the total comes out 84,000. This 84,000 is the amount of goodwill through super profit method. Understood the concept of the super profit? Now we are going to attempt one full-fledged numerical question including the adjustment. That is very easy kind of question because I just wanted to explain you, that's why I took this example. Now I just give you the full-fledged question in which adjustments are also there, and very first I explain you that how you are going to solve it through different steps. So very first I write down the steps and then we will solve the question. Okay. So these are the steps of valuation of goodwill by super profit method in case of adjustments are given. So very first step is calculation of average adjusted profit. This is the similar step like we understood in simple average profit and weighted average profit. Very first we calculated the adjusted profit. Okay, so it is the similar step. Of separate years we will calculate the adjusted profit and then we will find out the average of that. Okay, like we did in the simple average profit method. Understood? Now step 2, calculation of capital employed. Okay, sometimes in question capital employed is given like I took the example, but sometimes in question the capital employed is not given but certain information is given to you so that you can calculate the capital employed, and for that there are 3 cases. One case, liability side approach. If the figures related to liability side are given to you, then you need to calculate the capital employed in the similar manner. Capital plus reserve. Capital means capital if the partnership firm is there, then capital of all the partners. If company is there, then the share capital, total share capital. If the sole proprietor is there, then the single capital figure must be given there, and all the reserves. Okay, and these 2 things will be added, and what will be deducted? Fictitious assets. What are the fictitious assets? Fictitious assets, we already know these are the imaginary assets. So in reality these have no kind of investment in the market. These do not exist in reality. Okay, so that is why these are deducted. And non-trade investment, because the investments are not related to the trade. Okay, so 2 things we need to deduct: fictitious assets and non-trade investment, and what we will have to add? Capital plus reserve. Understood? Okay, another approach is the asset side approach. If the figures related to the assets are given, then what you need to pay? Say for example all assets are given, then what you are supposed to leave? Goodwill. If it is given already, you need not take that. Fictitious assets, you need not take that, and non-trade investment, you need not take that. Understood? And then you will deduct outside liabilities. Okay, then that portion will be known as the capital employed. Let me tell you in brief. See, this is the balance sheet, this is the liability side, and this is the asset side. Asset side, if you see that capital plus reserve, only that part is to be taken. Okay, and if you see the liability side, that only capital and reserve, that part is to be taken. Others outside liability is to be deducted if it is given there. Okay, so that is why if we are following from the asset side, already we excluded these assets. Total fixed and current assets we have taken, but we have excluded these assets. Then we'll deduct the outside liabilities. Then what will be left? Only capital plus reserve will be left. And same procedure is being followed here. We are deliberately not adding the outside liabilities here. We are just adding only capital and reserve. Understood? So it is the similar way. There are 2 ways to reach on the same destination. Fine. This is third one is the different one. For that particular situation is given in the question, only then it is followed. When opening and closing balance of capital employed is given in the question separately, then what you are supposed to do, you need to calculate the average capital employed. Opening capital employed plus closing capital employed divided by 2. Average will be there, then that will be taken for further consideration. Understood? So first step, calculation of average adjusted profit. Second step, calculation of capital employed. And the third step is what? Calculate normal profit. And for calculation of the normal profit, you need normal rate of return, which is given in the question. Okay, so on the basis of that, capital employed multiply normal rate of return divided by 100, you will get the normal profit. Okay, next step is what? Calculation of super profit. And what is the formula for that? Average profit minus normal profit, means the profit that you have calculated here. Okay, from that we need to deduct the normal profit. Okay, so that value will be known as the super profit. And the last step, Step 5, calculation of goodwill. Super profit multiplied with number of years purchased. Understood? So now we are going to attempt one numerical question on this basis. Okay, so you can see the question on your screen. So I have written the question here. Let's read the question without wasting the time. Rakesh and Faizan are partners in a firm and they admit Jaswinder into partnership with effect from 1st April 2019. They agreed to value goodwill at 3 years purchase of super profit method, for which they decided to take average profit of last 5 years, right? So last 5 year profit is given and this 3 years is supposed to be multiplied at last, right? So in 2015 the profit is 3 lakh 16 to 3 lakh 60,000, and 2017 2 lakh profit was there, including abnormal loss of rupees 2 lakh. Okay, and in 2018 the profit was 5 lakh 20,000, including abnormal gain of rupees 80,000. In 2019 the profit was 4 lakh 80,000. The firm has total assets of rupees 40 lakh and outside liabilities of rupees 10 lakh on that date, and normal rate of return in similar business is 10%. Calculate value of goodwill. So this is the question. Now let's attempt this question following the steps I just discussed with you. So very first we'll put the heading here. Okay, now we'll calculate that. Step 1. So this is the same format, same columns like we did in the simple average profit method. Okay, let's mention here the year, and now let's mention the profit here, right? Now let's talk about the adjustment. Okay, so this adjustment is related to 2017. What is the adjustment? Abnormal loss of rupees 2 lakh, right? So abnormal loss is supposed to be added. So in 2017 we will add that, right? And then in 2017 the normal profit comes out 4 lakh. Okay, but here nothing is given, so nothing will be done. It will be mentioned as it is. Okay, now in 2018 one more adjustment is given, 80,000 abnormal gain. So abnormal gain is supposed to be deducted, so we'll put this 80,000 in bracket. So after deducting 80,000, how much amount we get? 4,40,000, right? Okay, and here there is no adjustment, so it will be mentioned directly here. Now we'll make the total of that, and that will be known as the total adjusted profit. Okay, so let's do the total here. That is 19,80,000, right? But the step 1 work is not completed. Now we'll need to calculate the average of that. So this 19,80,000 will be divided by 5. So let's do that. Let's calculate it. So this 3,96,000 is the average profit, or you can call it average adjusted profit. Now we need to go to the second step, right? Calculation of capital employed. So like I explained you, there are 3 ways. So let's see that which method will be applied here on the basis of the information given. Here the information is given related to the assets and outside liabilities. Okay, so asset side approach will be applied here. Okay, so the total asset is given 40 lakh. Here they have not given whether it includes goodwill, fictitious assets, or non-trade investment. So in the absence of information, we will consider that it is not included that. Okay, so out of this 40 lakh we need to deduct the outside liabilities, that is of 10 lakh. So it comes out 30 lakh. So 30 lakh is the capital employed, right? Now we need to calculate the normal profit under step 3. For that, on this 30 lakh we'll calculate the normal rate of return. It is given 10%, right? So that is 3 lakh. So 3 lakh is the normal profit. Now the step 4 is what? Calculating super profit. So super profit, how it will be calculated? We'll deduct normal profit from actual profit. So what was the actual profit? We calculated that 3,96,000. It was the actual average profit, and we'll deduct the 3 lakh, that is normal profit, and what we get? 96,000, that is super profit. Okay, now we have got the super profit. We need to apply the last step, that is the calculation of goodwill. So let's do that. So what is the formula for that? Super profit multiply number of years purchase. Okay, so super profit is the 96,000. Number of years purchase is given here, 3 years. Let's calculate it. You will get your answer. That is 2,88,000. So this is the value of goodwill through super profit method. Understood? So this is the way to attempt the question. Okay. So before proceeding further, we need to discuss the another important question that may come in your examination. Difference between average profit and super profit. Right. So there are the points, there are the basis of difference, and let's understand in very short time. Meaning, so average profit means average of the profits of the past agreed years. Okay, as years have been agreed between buyer and the seller of the business. And super profit, I have already explained you the excess of average profit over normal profit. Okay, and what is normal profit? That already you know. Normal rate of return, in this case not relevant, not considered at all, but in this case it is relevant, because normal profit is calculated with the help of normal rate of return. Only then the super profit can be calculated. Okay, average capital employed, not required, not considered here, but here it is considered, because on the basis of average capital employed your normal profit is calculated. Okay, and only then super profit can be calculated. Relevance for valuing goodwill, yes, for the valuation of goodwill average profit is very much important, because for all methods that is needed. So in average profit method it is required. Okay, in simple average profit method we can say, in super profit method it is required, and in both capitalization method it is required, whether it is the capitalization of average profit or it is the capitalization of super profit. But the super profit is relevant only for two methods, one super profit method and another is the capitalization of super profit method. All right. So now let's move on to another method of valuation.